Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Grace.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Joy.
Okay, Joy. Before we starting this session, I just inform you that everything to be said in this room will be very confidential. In other words, what you're saying is private, and it won't be shared with any individuals or outside institution. Do you have any question about it?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, good. Okay, Joy. So, could you tell me what brought you here today?
Well, it's a major concern I have right now is a relationship with my husband. I feel like I'm in a crisis of my married life.
Would you describe more about what aspects of the relationship makes you consider it is in a crisis?
We have quarreled very frequently these days, and it gets worse.
Frequent arguments. What do you usually argue about?
I think everything is a source of argument, since we become estranged from each other. But what I am mostly argue about and what I'm really sad about is that he does not care about me anymore.
Can you help me to understand what makes you feel that way by providing a specific location?
Well, like a few days ago, I just came back from work. I was so stressed and tired. Actually, the company I'm working for is downsizing. I see nearly empty desks every day, which were my coworkers before, and I'm so afraid that I can be as one of them.
You must have been very anxious.
Yes, it has been. It has not been easy.
So, what happened after you came back home from the work that day?
I wanted to talk with my husband about the situation of my work and my feelings. I expected kind of solace and encouragement that I thought I could receive from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have even minor effort to understand and share my feelings. He talked about my situation in different ways, as if I'm just one of the people in the street. It just passes by. And whenever I try to talk with him, I have felt the same way. Furthermore, he is used to go out for long walks after we have fights.
How do you feel about that?
I feel worse. I feel abandoned.
Okay, if I understood well, you sound sad and frustrated because your spouse does not seem to concern about you while you are experiencing a fear for dismissal from your job.
Yes, that is the point.
Do you think your husband's attitude toward you have been the reason of the frequent arguments mostly?
I think so. Although we began arguing about something else, my points really go back.
You said earlier that your husband goes for a long walk after having quarrels. I wonder what you do or react in that situation.
I try to keep myself busy so that I don't fall into sadness or self-pity. But most of the time, I cannot concentrate what I'm doing. Sometimes I recall the conversation between my husband and I.
Does the recalling this conversation help you?
Some part, yes.
Okay. How does it help?
Well, what my husband complains back about me is that I feel so gloomy at home these days. I don't look happy to be with him. He also has a job, works very hard. I know my nerves are on edge from the stress of my job situation, and I can think of that this might be also stress to him to care of gloomy and sensitive women like me after long day work.
Mm. You seemed aware of that your career condition and your emotion relate to it have major influence on your marriage relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love him and want to keep the relationship with him. But how someone can be always happy? There will be sorrow, sadness, depression, and so many things in our lives. What if I cannot lean onto him, who is closest one to me for this? Who can I go? I guess we have so much different perspectives. But thank you for listening. I might try to talk with him about what I said to you.
Okay, it seems to be time to finish for today, but we have discussed about your concern about the relationship in your married life, in your work situation, and its effects on your relationship with your husband.
Mm-hmm.
See you next time.
Thank you, Henry. See you next time.